Hey guys, Remington Williams with Alpha Contractors here at a Mr. Harrison Brace's house. We are at 1202 Pecan Grove Boulevard in Conway, South Carolina on his roof right now, and we are going to be demonstrating a repair attempt on one of the shingles that was covered in the initial scope of work by you guys. So I have that shingle right here laid out and outlined in chalk. So from this edge right here all the way to this edge right here is going to be shingle number 1. That is our shingle that we're going to be removing and hopefully replacing today. Just wanted to take the opportunity to video this because what we've been seeing pretty consistently with a lot of these repairs is us causing some damage to shingles that are not included in the scope of work as we try to attempt to make these repairs. So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and unseal the shingles above shingle number 1 in order to access those nails and pop them out and remove this shingle. Okay, so shingle number 1 is already unsealed from the wind damage we got here. So we're gonna have to go through and unseal these shingles above it now, and we're gonna start with shingle number 2 here. Right there. Number 2 and 3 unsealed, moving up. Last 2 shingles we got to unseal. Shingle 5. Stuck a bit in there. You may be wondering too in the video why I'm unsealing this shingle all the way past where this shingle ends, and that's only because when we lift this up, I do not want it tearing anywhere in here because we didn't unseal this whole thing. So we really do have to unseal the entirety of these shingles right here, even though they are well past the margins of our shingle we're removing, in order to not tear these when we manipulate them to access those nails. Okay, all right, now that we've got these shingles unsealed, next step is going to be to remove these nail heads. So I'm very gently lifting these up, exercising a lot of caution as to not damage these. And I can see a problem already. Dustin, if I could hold that phone for just a second. I just want to notate this. Something that we run into a lot with these older repair attempts. Right underneath shingle number 2, that very first nail head is right here. But you can't see the nail really because it is already pulled through that shingle. So in reality, that nail right there is providing absolutely no support to this shingle right here, shingle number 1. So if I pick up on this, it just pops right off the shingle. So we're probably going to be seeing quite a bit of that. Just wanted to notate that. All right, moving on. It's another pull through right here, but I'm gonna go ahead and just pop these out for the sake of getting through this video. Again, this nail had popped out. This nail rather popped through that shingle. Something we see pretty often. This one's the same thing on this end as well. I'm not gonna have you videotape it, but if you look at this shingle right here, I'm just gonna pick up on this. It's not even connected. The shingle has pulled straight through that shingle. Whenever we get this shingle out, I'll be able to show you the holes on these nails, where these nails were, so you can kind of see for yourself on what that looks like. A little bit better view from me trying to hold that camera underneath. Should be all the ones we have on this first layer besides this last one. And then we'll move up. I'm seeing, not only am I seeing these nail pull-throughs, but I'm also seeing quite a bit of mat transfer. And we can notate that here in a second once I get these out, but that's also a problem. It's almost to the point like, what are we doing over here? Kind of just creating this domino effect with this repair. Every shingle we've touched so far either has damaged areas where the nails have pulled straight through. Can't reuse those same spots because the nails obviously will never connect properly. We're gonna have to move them over and seal the old holes. We've also got the mat transfer we're gonna have to deal with. That's not gonna work for these shingles here because their seal strip is now compromised and they're not gonna have a bonding surface to adhere to whenever we push these down. So also another issue there. Just a few to mention so far. Another nail pull through rather. Our last one right here we have to take. Alright, we should be able to slide this one out now. Here it comes. Alright, I'll take that camera, sir. Thank you. All right, so here's what we're looking at. These pull-throughs, first of all, with these nail holes. Look at the size of that compared to our nail head. I mean, that just pulled directly through. That one is the same. 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 So out of those 6 nails in there, only one of them did not pull through. So this shingle in itself, along with all these shingles we unsealed and pulled the nails out of, completely compromised. Not to mention, you got all this mat transfer here, 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 all through here. All this raised stuff right here is all part of the shingle that's not prescribed in the repair. So anytime we make any kind of one of these repairs, all of these shingles that are pulling off and mat transferring is damaging this shingle above, okay? So we've got all that going on with the shingle we're replacing, okay? We've got mat transfer underneath on the shingle that we've put on. So if we put on a new shingle, it's not going to adhere properly here. Above it, we've got the shingle number 3 that we had to unseal and slightly manipulate. And as you can see here, as we were slightly manipulating the shingle in order to gain access to those nails, we can see the beginning of the tab delaminating, okay? So you've got that going on here. You've got wear and tear caused by prying that up. We've got small fractures and tears to the shingle itself. Another one up here on shingle number 5 directly above. Just from manipulating under here, not even without touching this, you can see that is starting to delaminate as well, along with some more mat transfer. Okay, so we've got a ton of different things going on here with this. This is the beginning of a delaminating shingle as well. You can see where that is already starting to separate this tab too. Okay, terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't even know what we're doing out here. Look, another shingle tab delaminating. We've got a tear here. We've got the shingle right beside it delaminating, okay? All of this because removing one shingle has caused a domino effect of damage to shingles not prescribed in the repair estimate, okay? I cannot continue to make this repair or any other repairs on this roof in good faith with this homeowner because I'm not putting them back to whole. I'm actually creating more damage than we ever anticipated doing out here. With that being said, I'm going to either put this shingle back as best I can and try to caulk it temporarily or apply an emergency tarp to mitigate because we've got so much going on here. I've got to send this video in for you guys to take a peek at this to determine what we're going to do to help get our homeowner back to pre-loss condition and get him whole. This will not work. You can guarantee that me putting a new shingle in there and putting it back in the way that you're supposed to isn't going to fix all the things that are happening. It's not a guaranteed fix. It's not going to get him back to where he needs to be. So I'm going to quit the video now, send this into you guys, and let y'all ultimately make that decision. Look forward to taking care of this homeowner on this one. This is just a terrible, terrible situation here. It is not possible to repair this.